That's all you need. What's that? Fat free. Nothing nice and fat free, half and half. Good morning. Start of day 4. Today's gonna be my first WSOP event of the summer, and usually I start off at the Horseshoe or the Rio, because that's usually the priority. But the way the tournaments have lined up, I'm gonna be there a lot though this week. We got 2,500 today. There's a 3K freeze out, and then the monster stack, which you can't miss the monster stack. Best fucking structure, deep, hour levels, slow. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good tournament when you have an edge. I think I do. I don't know. But next time I will check in on my way out the house to go get ready for the 2,500 WSOP event. I got 2 bullets dedicated. I'm feeling a big fucking day. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna finish this coffee, take a shower, get dressed, and head over to the Horseshoe. Rattlesnakes. Looking clean. Looking clean. You seeing the crime? My pebbles. Rough start. Down to 10K from 35K. I haven't won that. Semi-close. I win.
Let's go next time. Bottle water, Red Bull. You have the same hand?
10K ran up to 50K. 51K to be exact at the end of the next break. I just also regged the online bracelet. We had Ace King suited in a spot where I started filming my hand, and it got someone else to fold a really big hand because they thought I was filming the fact that I had aces. And we got the double. Right, blinds are at 600, 1,200, 1,200. We got 45 bigs or 54,000 in chips, and we play a interesting large pot when the villain who's in the hijack opens to a little more than 2 bigs or 2.5K. We decide to flat ace queen O on the button. Could do some 3-betting. Flatting is generally an action I prefer here to keep in some hands that we dominate, like king queen O and ace jack O, ace 10 O, and so on down the line. The other villain in the hand is in the small blind. He only has 1,800 chips, so he's all in for less. His stack is relatively irrelevant. The flop comes pretty nice for us after there's 9.8K in the pot. Ace of spades, 9 of spades, deuce of hearts. The villain who's in the hijack is first to act, and he decides to bet out for 3,000 chips or 2.5 bigs. Could do some raising for sure. We do decide on a call. Being in position, putting now 6 more thousand into the pot or 15.8K, going to the turn. And now the villain does something a little surprising. The turn peels off the 10 of hearts, so brings double flush draw. Obviously a very, very wet texture between flush draws and straight draws that are available to both, or to the villain. And he does something interesting. He has only about 25K in his stack, and he bets out for 15,000. leaving himself 10.2K behind, give or take. I don't think we have much other options here than just jamming at this point. I mean, it's not the most exciting spot in the world, but I'm just not gonna fold on river. If he has a hand that's like a flush draw, then he might end up giving up river. We should get all the chips now, because he's obviously not folding unless he has a complete air ball, and in that case, he's probably going to be giving up on river anyway. I'm not sure, but we do decide just to put it in for the 25K, and he does pretty quickly put in the call. Unfortunately, he is not drawing dead by any means. He's got ace, jack of hearts, top pair, flush draw, pair outs. We got to hold. We get it done. This is a huge uptick, one of our biggest upticks of the day, going from 54,000 in chips to 128,000, I believe, give or take. Let's get back to the video. We have 140K at dinner break.
Can he reopen the action?
We are now in the hand.
We are in the hand, yes.
Last break, I'm fucking dead tired, but I have like 280K. I'll do some hand histories later, but just at the end of the break, open kings under the gun 1 call, fishy player, big blind call, 4 deuce rain, check. Turn is a 7, backdoor clubs. Big blind checks again, so it's 4 deuce 7. Big blind checks again. I bet half pot. Under the gun 1 folds. Big blind calls. Rivers an 8, flush draw bricks, and big blind leads for 12K, which is just about 5 bigs. And I raise to 60K, and he tanks and folds. I thought he was gonna turn like 8-7 suited into a jam or something. Just a weird line by him, but he had ace-8 suited, he said.
Last hand of the night.
You got it.
We're not in the money.
Nothing really to see here except that it's way too hot. I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's way too cold inside the Horseshoe. I just called my Uber because I'm starving, so I want to go to the Horseshoe early and get a sick breakfast. Day 2 today, $2,500 WSOP, no limit hold'em poker. We have 24 big blinds, 247K coming back to 5, 10, 10. 225 people left, 224 paid, and there's 3 people with only 1 big blind that are forced to return. So let's all give them, our thoughts, having to wake up with that on their mind. With that being said, I'll check in with you guys right before the tournament. So we had about 15 minutes left to the first break of the day. We open kings under the gun off of about 21 big blinds. To my left, older gentleman, 3 bets. It's a really small. I open the min 24K at 6, 12, 12. He goes to 56K. So it's like 4.5 bigs. It's like obviously aces, but I guess it could be sometimes queens, and you just can't fold here because there is some percentage that they just have nonsense. And just in case that they just have like a hand that should either just jam themselves or 3-bet call, and they're just looking like making it look like they have aces. I don't fucking know. But we just have kings, so we put it in. He calls, we got the footage with the run out. I'm not throwing him down.
Go. Deal. The drama. Keep going all the way.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
on to the next. Another good cash. We are now net P&L plus, I think, $550 on the trip for live stuff. Let's get it.